Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm CBS 19 Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony coming on here on our Facebook live stream, also CBS19.TV stream, and our YouTube channel as we bring you an update on our severe weather situation that is possible this afternoon. We do have a tornado watch out for some of our western counties, which I will include here in just a second. But a look outside here from our CBS 19 studio camera. You can see just cloudy skies right now. Not a lot going on. In fact, we have a little warmer layer of air aloft that's suppressing any thunderstorm development. But the tornado watch is in effect for Rains County, Van Zant County, Henderson County, and Anderson County to the west. Here's Tyler and Longview, Henderson, Gilmer. No watches here. We have several severe thunderstorm warnings now west and northwest of the DFW, which we'll explore here in just a second. In fact, let's go out here to some of these severe thunderstorm warnings that we're seeing in parts of Jax County. And also, let's see, what are the latest ones that we have here? They're going to get a new severe thunderstorm warning in Tarrant County that's approaching downtown Fort Worth, and that will include parts of Johnson County. They've got hail inside that cell about 1.5 inches in diameter. So some larger hail cells here coming into parts of, you can see Weatherford and then into downtown Fort Worth. That's going to be a new severe thunderstorm warning for that area there. But again, here in East Texas, we don't have anything at this time. I will go ahead and forward this to the estimated hail size on that storm. And it doesn't look like it's particularly large at this time, but growing in size for sure, with lots of lightning, I believe, in that area just to the west of Fort Worth, moving into downtown Fort Worth. In fact, right now, right around the Benbrook area would be where there are thunderstorms with some larger hail inside that storm. All right, so we're getting several people joining us here on our Facebook channel. We've got Sheila from Van. Hi, I want to say hello. Misty's tuning in here from Henderson. And we've got the Parker's Pet Pampering in Rusk. Hello, Karen. Thanks for checking us out. Amanda, what about Rusk, Texas? Well, Rusk, Texas, we'll get to some of those. I think everybody has a chance for thunderstorms later tonight, but right now Rusk is not in any type of severe thunderstorm watch or tornado watch at this time. We'll go back to some of these thunderstorms that are just to the west of the area. In fact, there's one thunderstorm here trying to work its way into parts of western Van Zant County, currently not warned at this time. But those thunderstorms are expected to move into East Texas, and later this evening, numerous showers and thunderstorms should develop down here toward Palestine, Athens, over toward Jacksonville, and then move up toward Tyler and Longview. Most of the activity, though, tonight is going to be, I think, along and north of Interstate 20, where all of these thunderstorms that we see out here to the west of the DFW, all of those thunderstorms that have fired up, all of those thunderstorms there are going to be headed to the east. In fact, I will put these into motion, and we'll get an idea over the last 2 hours their direction of movement. A lot of these have just blossomed within the last few minutes. And notice the increase in lightning. So when we see an increase in lightning like this as they approach I-35, headed up toward Denton, that tells us that these are getting stronger, and they likely have some strong updrafts in these storms. The potential is also there for some larger hail, and lots of hail. When there's that much ice inside of a thunderstorm, we'll start to see quite a bit of lightning. Josh Joplin, hi, hey, Smith County Precinct 4 Constable, watching from Chapel Hill. Hey, Josh, thanks and good afternoon. We are looking at several thunderstorms right now out in the Dallas area. One in particular just moving in toward northern Van Zant County around Edgewood. That'll move up toward Emory. But again, here in Smith County, we don't have anything happening right now, and currently no watches are in effect. Estimated hail size out to the west has been about quarters in some reports from the National Weather Service office over in Fort Worth, and up 1 inch hail in western Wise County just coming in from the Weather Service office out in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Severe thunderstorm warning with thunderstorm damage threat considerable. That again is going to be for Jack and Montague and Wise County. That's until 3:45. So again, that's west of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So what are we looking at here? Visible satellite. You can see a lot of breaks in the cloud cover. That's not necessarily good for us because that means that's pent up energy. The energy is building up. or we get the cloud cover, it can mitigate the amount of energy. I'm looking here to see if we have any agitated clouds, meaning little brighter white bubbles. If we see that, we know that's a thunderstorm about ready to pop. Water vapor animation, this is a good illustration of where our storm is right now. The storm is out here toward Abilene, spinning. It's essentially between Amarillo and Abilene right now. So it still has most of the evening to go through. We're not by any means going to miss out on this storm. It's out to the west and headed in our direction. Patty, thank you for the thumbs up. Let's see. I got a lot of people saying their hometown. How is Chandler looking? Chandler's going to see some thunderstorms as the evening goes on. This is the latest storm risk update from the Storm Prediction Center that came out not too long ago, and we still are in this enhanced risk area here at Longview, Henderson, Jacksonville, Tyler, and Mineola. And that enhanced risk means intense severe thunderstorms are possible with some large hail, and a few tornadoes will also be possible in the area. And again, that's this evening. Dew points are important. Maybe if we could take this full screen so we could see these numbers a little bit better. What we'll see here, what I'm looking for numbers that are getting above 62. Professors back in college would tell us in our forecasting classes to look for, if we're going to have severe weather, they liked dew points that climbed above 62. Well, we have some at Palestine, Athens, Canton. Look at Crockett, 70 dew point. Groveton at 67. So there's plenty of moisture. Corsicana, 66. Waxahachie, 64. Fort Worth, 65. So there's plenty of moisture out to the west, and that moisture is going to try to move eastward into East Texas here this evening. Gilmer right now, the air would be too dry to support severe weather. Henderson, likely the same. Nacogdoches, you're starting to get into a little more humid air. In terms of the energy for thunderstorms, remember I pointed out where the cloud cover was? Where the cloud cover wasn't is where we're finding at least some weak instability. The best instability is out here in the yellow, out toward the Dallas area, out toward Waco. So this is good to see if we're going to mitigate or at least lessen the threat or the powerful or the energy available for these thunderstorms. So right now it's on the weak side, but still enough to support a severe thunderstorm warning should we get one. All right, something else we like to look for here are some low-level winds. When we have low-level winds, that can increase the wind shear in the atmosphere. It can help thunderstorms start to turn. It can also aid in damaging wind gusts and also aid in what we would call updraft strength. So later on tonight, around 9 o'clock to the east, at least this particular computer model, starts to increase those low-level jet stream winds. So that may increase our threat of severe weather from Longview over toward Henderson, Carthage, and Jefferson, maybe after 9 o'clock tonight, with the possibility of, again, a quick spin up or maybe a damaging wind gust. So it looks like it's confined mainly out to the east. But I want to show you a future skycast because you'll notice these numerous showers and thunderstorms that develop here between now over the next 3 hours. And a couple of these stronger cells, we'll take this full screen here so I can show you. Palestine, Jacksonville, Tyler, there are a couple of cells there that we would be a little concerned about because we often refer to these as discrete cells. When they get out there on the environment by themselves, even though the environment that I just showed you seemed to be weak in terms of instability, this still could create a stronger thunderstorm that would have some large hail in it, possibly strong enough to create a weak tornado. So that is something that we need to keep an eye on. Then later on in the evening, toward 8, 9 o'clock, a cluster of showers and thunderstorms, what we would call a thunderstorm complex, will move through. Leading edge of those thunderstorms may have those 60-plus mile-an-hour wind gusts. So our threat, I think, is going to last here until 10, 11, maybe up to midnight. And even though we don't have any watches right now here in East Texas, we may still get a watch before the afternoon and evening are said and done. Brittany, great advice here, telling everyone to be weather aware. Don't even know what's going to happen, but look what happened at Little Rock. Yeah, that is so true. Donna wants to know how Tyler, Texas is looking. We just showed you that one cell that would move through Tyler, maybe between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, could be a little on the strong side. Jacksonville here, watching and waiting. Catherine, thank you. And it looks like everybody that's tuning in here on our Facebook channel is really kind of prepared for what's to come. And this sort of developed quickly. Yesterday, we had a slight risk of severe weather across East Texas, and the threat was mainly large hail. And then overnight, the dynamics came together a little bit better, and we did warm up into the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees, and the moisture return here was really fast. And so as the moisture increased and we got some clearing in the sky, we built up the energy, and as a result now we have that tornado watch to the west. Again, the tornado watch will take this full for you, so you can see it does include the cities of Emory, Canton, Athens, Palestine, does not include Jacksonville or Tyler, and that tornado watch goes until 11 o'clock. And the reason for the tornado watch, I think, is pretty clear. You can see numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. Tarrant County would be included in that, all the way up through, I believe, Montague, Wise County. We just had one. We had Parker County in a severe thunderstorm warning, and we also have some golf ball-sized hail possible in Fort Worth. So Fort Worth has the possibility of seeing some golf ball-sized hail. It's not happening, but just looking at the updraft strength over Fort Worth right now suggests the possibility of that. In Palo Pinto County, near Millsap, there's a report of some ping pong ball-sized hail. And I bring this up. I know this isn't in East Texas. It's out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But if the thunderstorms can be that strong out to the west, there is a possibility that those storm strengths would persist into East Texas, and we'd have some larger hail in the order of golf ball or even ping pong ball-sized hail. So that's something that I bring up just because I want to keep everybody up to date and ready to go. We've only got a couple of more minutes before we break here, and we'll come on again maybe at about 4:30 if we get another, or even sooner than that if we get an extension in the watch or some new information. But again, at this time, the tornado watch goes until 11 o'clock. That is for Hopkins County, Rains County, Van Zant, Henderson, Anderson County, and that is it. That's out to the west. We don't have any other counties in East Texas in that watch at this time. But I'll walk us through quickly what's going on. We do have some larger hail sizes out to the over the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We still have some breaks in the overcast, adding some energy to the atmosphere. And we have the storm system that's out west. Right now, just crossing the New Mexico border into West Texas. So we've got maybe several hours. It's only 3:30, 3:40 now. We likely have till about 11:40 tonight before that storm moves east of East Texas. So the severe thunderstorm risk outlook continues for this evening. A slight risk over toward Linden, Jefferson, Marshall, Carthage, Nacogdoches, and Center, with an enhanced risk back to the west. That includes Longview, Mineola, Jacksonville, and Athens. And we are watching for this moisture to continue to surge. Tyler now, the dew point's up to 59, Mineola's up to 60. So we're starting to see enough moisture in the atmosphere to support strong or severe thunderstorms. The energy, though, for the thunderstorms, at least at this point, appears on the weaker side. So we'll see how that plays into our thunderstorm strength as those thunderstorms move into East Texas. But what might aid those thunderstorms is a little bit of an increase in the low-level wind speeds that will help to support some stronger updrafts and perhaps support some damaging wind gusts. So we'll take one more look at this future skycast, and as we do, we'll be able to walk you through the storms here. Let me stop this so we can I'll walk you through almost hour by hour here in the next couple of minutes. So we have the storms out to the west. At 4 o'clock, still not much going on. Center, maybe a thunderstorm around 4:45. Keep an eye out to around Crockett, San Augustine at about 5:30, some thunderstorms developing. Up toward Sulphur Springs, a stronger thunderstorm. Then at about 6 o'clock over toward Athens, Palestine, that cell moves into the Tyler area by around 6:45 this evening. And then the cluster that we're seeing out to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex begins to become a line of thunderstorms. That marches to the east through Sulphur Springs, Emory, and Canton right around 8 o'clock in the evening, and that continues eastward with additional thunderstorms forming from Carthage back to Tyler up to Longview, and maybe another gusty thunderstorm down toward Palestine over toward Gilmer. And this is where we could see wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour. That continues pushing eastward into Louisiana. Then over deep East Texas, we continue to see some stronger thunderstorms from Marshall all the way back down to Crockett. Let's see. Somebody said everything west of Overton is under a tornado watch for now. Yeah, apparently that's essentially true, but that does not include any part of Smith County. So Overton, I think in Smith County. So yeah, anything west of Smith County is essentially in that tornado watch. All right. I appreciate you guys tuning in with us here this afternoon on our Facebook page, KYTX CBS 19 Facebook page. Also on the CBS19.TV stream and our YouTube channel. And we'll take a break for now. But if you guys have any more questions, please continue to post those on the Facebook channel, and I will try to answer those questions. All right, we'll be back with another update here when new information comes into the CBS 19 Weather Center. For now, I'm Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony. Have a great afternoon.